Hello everyone, this is Hakaym and welcome back to another episode of Funday Sunday. And this one is a doozy. This is essentially about sometimes the community, or better yet, sometimes an individual has a really bad time, really starts mouthing off in chat. And if you look over at chat, you can see it's already occurring, calling. Now, keep in mind, this is just start of the match. I am in the Haberdosh. I am joined with Jay and Brandon in the gearing. It's a tier 10 battle. This is a team. We have 2 Montanas, Iowa, Tirpitz, Bismarck, Des Moines, Baltimore, 2 gearings, Haberdosh, Yugamo, and Z23. On the enemy team, there's a Montana, Curvers, Iowa, Tirpitz, Hindenburg, New Orleans, Edinburgh, gearing, Shimakaze, Haberdosh, Yugamo, and a Kagero. And just kind of keep an eye. I might blow up the side there just a little bit, but it's kind of outrageous how immediately this player starts bad-mouthing the team just because I don't even know why he decided to do this. And it's just rather shocking. And this was actually the second battle I saw someone bad-mouthing the team for something I don't fully understand. There was a battle right before I did this battle in my Haberdosh, and I was in, I believe, the Mosfa, and we had a Kiryu, I think, and we were playing on one of the maps. Anyway, he went over and essentially he sailed all the way south into essentially the enemy's area, and then called us noobs and started berating us because no one was supporting him while we were dealing with the enemy on the east side, pushing up north. And it's just like, really second match, and we already have people berating us. Now, we do have someone actually trying to kind of fight, and this is something I would almost recommend. Instead of talking back, if they're so negative, block them. And I kind of wish I blocked them, but at the exact same time, this is providing hilarious content. I am spotted, more than likely, obviously, from one of the enemy destroyers that have a far better detection than the Haberdosh. So I bring my attention over to the Tirpitz, and we get a fire. Very, very nice. And let's see if we can actually burn down this Tirpitz. Now, you can actually see the captain that one is currently bad-mouthing everyone. He's the pink captain. And I actually kind of noticed a trend. The enemy Hakaym, the one that was saying that we were not supporting him, was also pink. So maybe there's a connection between the bad-mouthing kind of shit attitude and pinkness, maybe. But anyways, doing my best. Do actually land into this island, and this island actually does save me, because any moment now we probably are gonna have some nasty torpedoes coming towards us. Do go ahead and pop smoke screen, and looks like there are those torpedoes like I predicted. So it was actually a good thing that I was able to land on this island. We're getting good damage on the Tirpitz. Get another fire. This is one beautiful thing the Haberdosh does fantastically, is that we can burn stuff quite easily. So doing pretty well. Getting good damage rolled. But you can see the enemy team is pushing quite hard in the middle. There's a very low health Yugamo. There is a Shimakaze. And unfortunately for me, Jay is kind of up the creek without a paddle and does go down to the enemy Shimakaze. So I go ahead and decide to push in. So both teams have lost a destroyer. Unfortunately for us, we have lost our tier 10, while they've only lost their tier 9 Japanese destroyer. And the enemy Tirpitz, I think, is still burning quite nicely. So we're definitely racking up the damage very, very quickly. Now, I wonder how the enemy team kind of looked at it, because they're seeing only a portion of what we're talking about. But I just, if you ever have issues where people berate you, I've had people berate me, and me and Brandon J, because I think we divisioned up with 1 tier difference between one of us, and it dragged that lower tier up into a higher tier, and this guy just went off on us. So normally what I would recommend, obviously, is just block him, and you can. Once again, just do it. It makes your life so much simpler. You don't have to see it. If you get a kick out of it, go for it. Just listen to him. And I don't know what this Montana's doing. Don't really know. Good lord. Can you guess how quickly this Montana's going to go down? Yeah, he's going to go down very, very quickly. And trying my best, trying to land a good hit on this Hakaym. Unfortunately, he does pop smoke. And we have just lost our Montana, which is not very, very good. There's the enemy gearing. A little close for my comfort. Rather try to get in the smoke screen. There is a smoke screen that is available. And once again, the enemy, or the friendly idiot, is currently calling us all noobs. So, very, very nice. And unfortunately, I did take a torpedo hit, which is unfortunate, but we took out the enemy gearing. And gonna go ahead and switch my attention over to the enemy Haberdosh. Definitely one major ship I want to get rid of as quick as possible. And I do leave the smoke screen just so I do not have to deal with any potential torpedoes that may be incoming. And let's see. Go ahead and slow up just a little bit. And let's see, can we get a good shot off as soon as possible? Now, once again, I'm sorry I'm going back to this, but kind of if you guys have been to pay attention to this Iowa, he hasn't been anywhere where he's actually very useful. He spawned on the far eastern side, and he has proceeded going west, and there's not really a lot of enemy ships over there. There's a New Orleans and maybe Hindenburg, but almost all the major battleships are all the way up north, and he's not providing any help to the team, and we get a second kill of the game. Very nice. But he's not providing any help, and that's probably why he's having a bad time with losing, is he's not doing his job. He's not providing any support. He's a battleship. You're driving a battleship, or sorry, captaining a battleship, and you should be kind of acting like this. Now, I will have to say there are very questionable choices that some of our friendly ships have done. As you can see, we have a Montana all the way southwest. So, granted, this would be the point where it'd be, I guess you could almost complain. And we have a Des Moines that just goes down, and I think probably would be a good idea to go after these enemy destroyers, because yeah, they're doing a fairly decent job with taking out our friendly ships. And I probably, if I could, I would go back and go after the enemy destroyers instead of going after these battleships. Don't exactly know why. I think I was trying to come over here to help support. I believe Brandon is still alive. He's still alive in his gearing. And unfortunately, we've just lost our Baltimore firing HE. And yep, that's a good time to try to maneuver away. And we're doing pretty good damage, all considering. We're hoping to get a fire. And just gotta try to win. I mean, unfortunately for us, we are down in ships. We do have control of the middle rings, which is going to keep us ahead in points. Obviously, right now, we have lost a lot of our ships compared to the enemy team. And our only hope is to take out some of these enemy ships while also maintaining our center rings. Keep the center rings as long as possible. Edinburgh comes out and around, and gonna quickly focus him down as quick as possible. Let's hope we can get this Edinburgh taken care of. And we earn Confederate, which is actually superb, but this Edinburgh should go down. He's just taking way too long, and there we go. Finally take out the Edinburgh. And there is the Iowa, who is full health. He is full health. He has not even been hit by anyone. And he's just kind of sailing in circles right now. He's in a dangerous area because that's where the Kagero and Shima kind of were. And he's just focused on this New Orleans. Don't exactly know why he's focused on this New Orleans. New Orleans isn't that big of a threat, but that's what his attention is. So our team, we have predominantly 4 destroyers and 2 battleships versus 2 destroyers, 2 cruisers, and 3 battleships. If we can take out the enemy destroyers, we might have a chance of winning this battle just by running out the timer. And this Montana is being hit away with high explosive. I go ahead and pop up my speed. And as you can see, we are detected, and it's probably not from those battleships. More than likely is, once again, the destroyers probably sitting out west, doing exactly nothing. And yep, oh, it looks like I attracted the attention of the Hindenburg. So I think it's a good time to move away as quick as possible. And there are torpedoes, and yeah, this is it was headed towards the enemy Iowa. Unfortunately, the Iowa's planes did spot these torpedoes, so that is the Shimikaze's torpedoes, which means that he has just fired his last spread and is going to be at least a minute, half to 2 minutes just for a reload. So let's hope we can get a good location, and I go ahead and pop up my smoke. And let's see if we can get some fires on this Montana. Now, I will have to say, I don't know what our Montana is doing. The Iowa that complains a lot is asking everyone to report the Montana. And it looks like the... was that just the Iowa? Iowa just killed... Actually... God damn it. Who did the Iowa just kill? It looks like the the Iowa on the enemy team just killed our friendly 5D2. Or better yet, I don't know if he killed himself or he killed someone, but there is the enemy Kagero. And quickly trying to get my guns turned around. It looks like he did try to drop torpedoes, and the Shimikaze is coming up as well. Shimikaze is much more of a threat than this Kagero, but you can see how quickly we can knock off this Kagero's health, and we are taking fairly big hits from the Shimikaze. Shimikaze is probably more of a threat than the enemy Kagero. And let's see. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That Kagero is still alive with 127. Fired a salvo hoping to finish him off, but right now I need to take out this enemy Shimikaze. Need to get my guns turned around, and I am not paying attention to where I'm going. Fortunately, we do take out the enemy Shimikaze, but unfortunately this Kagero does get away, and I have run aground. Unfortunately, still spotted with the New Orleans just very close to me, but it looks like I don't think I'm going to be that lucky. I don't think I'm going to get out of here. It's taking way too long for me to become undetected before the enemy Iowa does take me out. Now, our team is still down some ships. We're down through 2 ships to their 5. So total of 3 ships on our team to their 5. And once again, it's just irksome that someone immediately, this is immediately starts complaining and saying that we are instantly going to lose. And Brandon is still alive, very low on health. He is actually currently being spotted by that enemy aircraft, hoping to at least slip away. And now the Iowa captain is complaining. But do keep in mind, we are ahead in points. We have just took out the enemy Kagero. We have both middle rings of the cap at the moment, and it's still getting us points. And there's only 5 minutes left in this map. Now, if our destroyers can keep alive and keep harassing the enemy team and prevent them from capping the center ring, more than likely we will able to win this match. There's not a lot of time. They do have to kill all of our destroyers just to get back up. I don't think there's going to be enough time unless they can capture all 3 of the caps to get back up. But once again, there is a Hakaym, which if he wants, he can actually remain hidden. You do have to worry about that New Orleans. That New Orleans is a major threat to enemy destroyers for that radar that he does have. The Kurfürst does have hydroacoustics, but only a range of 6 kilometers, so it won't be very beneficial for a destroyer hunting compared to radar. Now, Brandon has attracted the attention of the Kurfürst and fortunately is able to dodge most of those shells. Does take a over penetration shot there, and also has attracted the New Orleans. And it is good time to actually slow up and pop your smoke screen and hope this New Orleans does not have radar. And fortunately, the New Orleans does not hit Brandon, even though he hasn't really moved since. Still firing that high explosive, hoping to get a good fire on this New Orleans. Our friendly Hakaym is trying his very best to stay within the cap to once again prevent them from capping. If we can prevent them from capping and not lose any of our ships, we can win this because time is almost out at the moment. There is about 3 minutes left, which should, hoping we should be able to survive that. And really need to take out, if we can take out this New Orleans, that would be a huge bonus for us. That would give us even more of a points lead. And it looks like the Kurfürst is trying his luck, and we do take out the enemy New Orleans. So that once again is going to be a much, it will give us a greater lead than without it. So I finally ask, what this Iowa, like, how much damage have you done? Like, have you done anything beneficial to our team? And yeah, no, no reply. But I think with about 2.5 minutes left in this match, I think we might win as long as we stay out of line of sight. Now, unfortunately for us, the friendly Hakaym, as you can see in chat, Jay does ask the enemy team to report him because, once again, this Iowa has been misbehaving, I guess you could say, misbehaving in chat. He has been very disrespectful, been rude to all the players on our team, and so Jay asked for him to be reported, and look at the reply. Of course, it's that. Now, Brandon is playing a very dangerous game right now. He's pushing in towards this enemy Iowa. We unfortunately have lost to Hakaym. And once again, this enemy Iowa is saying that we're going to lose. And calling him a bot as well. I'm reading this chat. I really didn't read it when I was playing, but watching this chat and just reading it, it is hilarious. But I think it's too little too late for the enemy team. They have captured the center, but you can see the point difference, almost 200 points difference between them. And they only get about 3 points per tick. And there's less than 50 seconds left on the timer. And I don't think there's anything they can do. They're going to lose their Kurfürst. I think he's either flooding or burning to death. And, God, you have to love stupid people sometimes. Because the way he's acting is childish. And that's just all of it. And it's irksome to see that, but it's something you see on a MMO like World of Warships. And I finally say, hey, we're gonna win the game, chill out. You good for nothing. Essentially, he did nothing for us. He retreated everywhere and just ran with his tail between his legs. But overall, this is actually going to be it for this video of Funday Sunday. We won the game. No thanks to him. Just one bad player in a game where most times you can actually see really good players, people that actually help out one another, even if they're on the enemy team. And that's just sad to see. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. And if you like what you saw, hit the like and subscribe button. You guys have a great and fantastic day. Zaijian. You would not stand a chance to stop trying to be hard, you 900-pound fat fuck with your bowed out wheelchair.